Let's talk some toys in here. Hey, how's everybody doing today, YouTube? It's the man-child. Alright, got me some more Master Universe pickups, where we got the He-Man and the Master Universe. So this is a plate, they call it the Chaos Snake Attack Playset. I started collecting a few of these figures. You know, I got the He-Man, Skeletor, Orca. I did reviews on them, but this is different because of the snake. I don't know, kind of reminds me of something going back to like the Evil Horde, the Fright Zone with that puppet snake that came out or something. I don't know. I thought maybe it'd be cool to go in my collection. Now, I'm not going real big with the CGI guys. I absolutely love the cartoon. I thought it was great. Have some of the figures, but, you know, it's just things that come out more or less. Now, I think this might be fun to mix with your other MOTU, like the Origins. Particularly, that's what I bought it for. And if you want to do CGI, maybe classics, I don't know. But we're going to check it out. All right, I got the front of the box, or box art. Yeah, we got our He-Man from the CGI show, Skeletor up in a chair. I think it looks pretty cool. It has some type of action feature, it seems like, which that's unique because you don't see a lot of that. All right, there's our back art. Yeah, we got He-Man in a pose. And yeah, see, it's like almost like you pull a snake back and he can grab figures or He-Man, whoever you're using with the mouth. But we're going to try it on some different MOTU figures or lines. All right, so I got everything out of the box, kind of how everything... yeah, that's about it. It's about 4 pieces. You got this piece. Now the snake... It seems like it's already on like a track system. It's already it's set up for you. You just got to take the plastic off. You have that. And this is the tail end, I guess you're going to snap on. Then you got your chair for Skeletor, where we want to sit, and that's for the top. And then the base is going to snap onto the other end. So let me assemble it all, and we'll come back and check it out. All right, now obviously it comes with a direction book. It's pretty, seems like simple to put together, but you kind of see, if you're curious. The biggest thing is now it gives you stickers too. Like lava stickers that's going to go on these in this location. So yeah, it's kind of clue that. So I got everything set up and put together. I don't want to waste too much time, but pretty much. So this piece here is going to it's just going to clip in. There's a sticker. It fits right in here. Now the snake, the tail end just snaps right on, and there's a switch they call hero mode. So when it's in the back position, doesn't do anything, and forward. Basically, when it's in hero mode, when you push the switch forward, it's supposed to. He-Man or whatever figure would push the snake down when it's all the way forward, I believe. And it makes this chair pop up top. And Skeletor is supposed to pop out of it. I was like, because I couldn't figure out. I was reading directions on it. Maybe I should have did that first. I thought the snake could go all the way back and pull He-Man in. And it's really not. Once you get He-Man in the mouth, it's pretty heavy. It doesn't really work too well. But let's try that out. I'll show you how the mouth opens. So let's take a look at the head and the mouth. So pretty cool detail. I mean, it goes good with your MOTU as far as... Just aesthetically, you want to mix it in with stuff for a playset or whatever. I like the eyes are pretty neat, the scales, the articulation on it, the color's cool. Now like I said, so the snake, more or less, it's gonna see my fingers back here. Okay, that's kind of how it comes in and out of the cave. It has to be all the way forward, it seems, and then you can take the mouth, I think, and okay, there we go. Yeah, it has to be all the way forward, and it can lock open with the tongue out. Pretty cool detail in there. And now, if you can see now, there's a peg here. This is where He-Man would be plugged in, how you would grapple him. So let me set him up. We'll check that out. All right, so we got He-Man set up. I got the snake in position, more or less. Kind of when you hold the tail back, just high as it will go. And more or less. See, it doesn't really work well. This is my figure. Yeah, and he just falls. It's like you got to try to get, I guess, under the tongue. Is it? Yeah. So it would have to. They show it like yeah, and it just closes. It doesn't really grab anything. Okay, lock it back again. He-Man in the pegs. Like this. Yeah, it's okay. Like that. That's, I don't know. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's a neat idea, but all right. So at any rate, however you can get it to lock, maybe not setting He-Man. It's more or less. The leverage that the jaw holds him in. Moves it back and forth. Do this. Okay. There he fell out. It's a neat concept. Mine don't work too well. It's, you know, it's just too heavy. And this thing doesn't... Yeah, see, you can hear it lock, but there's a lot of pressure to hit underneath the tongue, and that's what closes the jaw. I can't get my finger out of it. But, neat concept, but, alright, that's how that works. So we got Skeletor up in the top chair, so pretty much it's just that clip holds him in. That's all it is. It goes into the lower way. So, it really, this playset, I don't know if it's going to work with Origins or anything. It seems really just set up for CGI, you know, the guys from that show. He just kind of floats there. Now, the idea of that is, let's go back to the switch and the tail of Snake. Okay, so obviously there's the back part. There's a switch here. Now it says they call it hero mode. So you push this in a forward position. It seems like it sets this up for Skeletor to fly out of the throne when He-Man pushes the head of the snake down. So let's check out how that works. All right, so I got the hero mode switch engaged, right? And He-Man's fighting the snake, so I guess he can put his hands up. Your kid playing with this or whatever, and he pushes the head down. All right, and there goes Skeletor. He just fell about 4 feet. I think he broke it. No, kidding. Okay, that's about all it does. I thought he flew out of the seat, or the seat came forward. It just releases his latch. This little grip, he just falls forward. And He-Man beats the snake and, you know, all that good stuff. Alright, so I got the Origins Skeletor up in the seat. Seems like it clips. You can't put the sword in the back, maybe, but for the most part, it can kind of hold him up. I don't know how the action feature is gonna work, but yeah, he fits in there. Alright, I got my Origins Battle Armor and He-Man setting up. Now I like that look. That looks like something out of the 80s in playset, meant for Battle Armor and He-Man Skeletor. Alright, let's get the snake in attack mode here. Oh, there we go. All right. I'm just holding them somewhat, but okay. It works no different for the Origins, and again, that's why I kind of bought the set. Then, I mean, listen, it's made for kids, but see if you just manually set it, now it grips them pretty good. Throws them around. Got He-Man. All right, that works pretty good on his head. Liking that. Alright, so I got that switch in hero mode, right? We got Skeletor up in the throne, Battle Armor and He-Man. Snake released him, or he punched his way out of it. See, now, yeah, you're going to have to... See, the set's making me play with my toys. I don't want to do that. So He-Man's going to grab him. And he won. Okay, so it works for the Origins, too. Alright, kind of cheesy, but I guess it's neat. Overall, though, they do look cool on it. It does go good with the Origins. All right, for one last thing. Yeah, we're splitting hairs here, so to speak, but I'm trying the classics. Got Flying Fist He-Man. Now, he kind of stands up in the pegs, works, and the snake, for the most part, has just enough height to grab him, but it's trying to sit Skeletor. Let's look at the chair for a second. So I got my classics, Terror Claw Skeletor. I had to take the armor off, because he has that piece in the back that holds that bone piece. I don't know my regular. I have a regular one in card, but yeah, so here's the problem. It kind of work, but it's the way the seat's designed. He's just gonna kind of hang there. It's on an angle. It's designed so the guy can slide out easier. Push it down. All right, yeah, it'll fall. Something like that. It works. It looks silly sitting in a seat though, but I wanted to see how I was gonna go with the classics. So overall, you know, it's cool looking. It's fun. It can go along with your so the classics they're not gonna work on it. You can put He-Man down here. For the most part, yeah, you're pushing it. The Origins works pretty cool on it. That kind of seat's silly. Again, it's designed. It's that action feature, be on an angle. So once these clips release, it's easy for that skeleton. That's especially the CGI one of the waist and his design aesthetics. The Origins works, but it'd be cool to have Skeletor just sitting up there like more of a throne. His feet's kind of hanging. I think it looks weird, but again, it's for kids to play with. But overall, the set looks pretty neat. You can go on with your classics, or you know, or especially your Origins, or whatever you want to tie to it, your vintage stuff, just for another. Yeah, like a playset with a giant snake we never seen before. The snake is pretty neat. Be cool if that came out of there and kind of could be its own creature, but it doesn't. It's all part of the action feature. Yeah, but overall, and it takes up a lot of space. It's pretty big. It's like once you set this thing up, it's for your kids to play with. But if you're collecting it, you know, it's a shelf. It definitely takes space on the floor to your shelf or something. So, you know, if you want to add something like that to your collection for your Origins, as a playset, as a diorama kind of thing, it'd be cool. As far as the action feature, it's okay. It doesn't work great. At least mine doesn't, but, you know, that's kind of my review and opinion on it. But, yeah, hopefully it answers all your questions on this CGI, this He-Man, this Chaos Snake set. Yeah, around stores now. I got mine on eBay, like everything, but, excuse me, it's a Chaos Snake Attack set. If you want to look it up online, that's what they call it. So thanks for watching. Hope everybody has a great holiday. Appreciate your subscriptions and your comments. And until next time, take care.